YouTube, what up, what up? I hope you guys are having a good one. So, as we did yesterday, day one of the Posted Challenge, today is day two, and we are going to be doing a behind the scenes broadcast as they are trickling into the Zoom room now. We have it in a webinar format for those that are curious, as maybe some of the ClickFunnels or 2CCX members. So, running this Posted Challenge as a webinar format. The VIP for the next Posted Challenge will be run as one-on-one Zoom, and then the back end will be streamed into the Facebook group. So day two of the Posted Challenge is a free 5-day challenge. We're going to be helping small business owners and entrepreneurs have the courage to document their message, document their journey, and document their process and their results with their products, encouraging their customers to document those results as well, with the goal of getting your products, your services, positioned with influencers and working on affiliates. So I'm going to make sure everything's recording, and that's only going to live on YouTube because at least for the first minute, you guys got explicitly just YouTube. Darn, I always like to record my content first, then stream. But GoPro with Kate, I hope you guys are subscribing. I'm going to hit the live button here. Everyone's trickling it into the webinar format, and then I'm going to welcome everyone now. So we are recording with a MacBook Pro, and then also we got the GoPro behind the scenes. Right off camera, I have a little bit of a script throughout the week. This is a NSFW version of the Posted Challenge, so midway through the month, we're going to try and include some swearing because I know some people kind of resonate more with that, and then the 1st through the 5th of the month, we have the clean version. So going back and forth, just making sure it's available in people's back offices. Again, postedchallenge.com, and for our members, postedchallenge.com/access. But again, day 3, commit and post it. And this is going to be a fun one. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of get things going, warmed up. I have a plan to really be into the training around 3:30. So the beginning is kind of just warming people up as they trickle in. It is the weekend, so it's going to be fun. So I'm going to unmute myself on Zoom, and I will kick it off on the recording there too. So let's go. What is going on, y'all? It's Cade. I hope you guys are having a good one. We are here at day 3 of the Posted Challenge, and just off screen, I have some of the notes that I will be covering. If you want the full scripted version of the challenge, we have that in your members area, of course. That'll be in the clean version. We have that from April 1st through 5th. This one will be through the 15th through the 19th, and we will continue to rinse and repeat until we refine and dial in and get the people the results that we are looking for over the next 5 days. My goal is to make a transformation. And if I can have some sort of impact just in the space in that way, I think from Gary Vee's just philosophy of revolutionizing what it means to create a community, revolutionizing what it means to truly create a tribe that's going to be with you for a lifetime. That's our focus. So amateurs focus on the front end. That's what Dan Kennedy would say. We're here to focus on the back end, and we're here to talk about some of the fun technology. We talked about CapCut yesterday. We talked about GoPro Quick. These are quick editing apps that you can use to turn around video, because we know video is absolutely crucial if you have some product, some service, some book, maybe your brand, some brand to position in 2022 and beyond. We're going to have to understand these different forms of media and how we can use them to not just garnish credibility, increase our authority, or establish our authority in the space, but use this. A good piece of content lives on forever, right? So this is going to be an opportunity for some really exciting concepts. I was at Coaching Con 2022 this last weekend, got to film Billie Jean, right? Ed Milet, see what these professionals were doing, see the big cameras that some of them were still lugging around. But when they saw the nimbleness and the quickness and the speed of what we were able to deliver with iPhones, it's going to revolutionize not just the coaching industry, but the event space in general. I've hosted 5 virtual events in the last year and a half. That has been predominantly ultimately how I got that list, but not just the list of customers or potential followers, subscribers, etc., or our email list, right? But partners, JVs, the people that have really been pivotal to just continue on bringing this whole mission, Hope.dev, everything together into fruition. So I run an accountability mastermind. I think that's my passion, what I love to do, and something that we can consistently churn out results. We dedicate ourselves for 100 days to certain maxims. Some may think of these as principles or values. Mine or ours are health, wealth, happiness, spirit, personal development, community, and creation. And I've been committed to those for a while. It's an ongoing and developing process. But what we're helping people do is commit to something, stay consistent with that, and without fail, meet that 100 days. So, we do incorporate something called freebies. I'll talk about that another time, but I just wanted to tell you that because I want to incorporate something here that's so pivotal. It's called that accountability partner, right? We all know accountability partners. I'm sure we've all heard of it, but I want to give you guys something throughout this challenge that's got like some accountability hacks, some ways you can include other people, include others. The key to posting, the key to success, the key to anything, right, is just not doing it alone. So when we can learn how to not do things alone, when we can learn how to assemble our team, when we can learn how to use the human capacity or the human capital or the human resources at our disposal every day, we can start to bring these ideas that are in our head into fruition and make the impact that we've always wanted to make. So I am going live behind the scenes, just so you guys know, on the webinar, GoPro with Cade on YouTube. This is an evolving process. So if you want to go back to the beginning, this started with I Am Hope, Finding Hope with Creators, Finding Hope with Cade. Like, this is an ongoing process, as we say, but we are all about documenting here. I run an agency, Synergy Collaborations. I'll tell you, my favorite clients are the ones that have been documenting their process because the results speak for themselves, not just for themselves, but for others. And that's what's so critical. Like, what we're going to learn in this challenge is how we can document not just ourselves and our own experiences with what we do, our habits, our values, but we can also document how what we teach people, how what we show people, how what we bring light to other people, how it's impacted them, and from a place of continuing on that impact past just us. So I'm happy right before this. I'm a little bit late because I went and grabbed a glass of water, but we're going to be doing this webinar format for the next couple days. Next challenge. So in the back office, as I explained, the first day, day 1 through 5 of April 1st through 5th, that is the clean version of the challenge that is in your members area. So postedchallenge.com/access. We are recording right now the NSFW version. So it's a little bit more unscripted, but the content is relatively the same, just a little bit more swearing depending on where your values and principles lie. Want to meet both people where we need to be. Think about it in one funnel away. If you've ever been Wrestle Bunches Challenge, absolutely do that, by the way. That's going to be in your back office. It's recommended. If you don't have a working funnel, if you don't have a working website that converts, if you don't have a website that sells your product on demand, you need to learn how to do that. That's the one funnel away challenge. That's something I would highly recommend to do. But as they talk about, like, you're going to have to meet people how they consume content, right? If you have someone that reads a lot, if you have someone that listens to audio or podcasts, if you have someone that watches video, that's how you need to meet them in that medium. So that's why you might see different versions. You might see an email where it's pretty much the script, at least as close as I can make it in a quick enough possible way. So you can read it, right? So if you can see underneath the videos in the members area, we're going to include some fun stuff like that. But again, I'm Cade. I am stoked because I've posted over 10,000 times. I could tell you, I did not expect the result where I'm sitting today from what I was doing, but the transformation and what came out of it is really exciting because I remember trying to have credibility, right? Clawing for it. I remember trying to have authority in the space, clawing for it. And now I can hands down say there's no one that can do what I do. And that's what's so exciting. There's no one that can do what I do, so I get to charge whatever the fuck I want to charge. And that's the fun conversations I had versus where I was not too long ago. So when you can identify, Pedro Adeo says, make your niche so small only you fit in it, right? Have you done that? Have you put in the work? And what's your offer look like? So again, if you haven't done the One Funnel Away Challenge, that's absolutely critical. Get into the back office. It's postchallenge.com/access. Log in. You're going to see the clean version and the NSFW version above that. But you're also going to see in today's section a link or a button so you can click that One Funnel Away Challenge. Sign the fuck up. This is critical, and I'm just so happy and grateful that we're trying to tag teaming and spending some time here, because what I can tell you is, like I said yesterday, the American dream is live and prospering. So it doesn't matter where you're joining me from, it is available, it's abundant, and I'm so happy that you, like I said in the voice memo, you could change everything at any moment. You can change anything at every moment. And if you decide that you want to change things today, like today's an awesome opportunity. It's what, Saturday, it's 3:28 p.m. It's April 16th, 2022. Today could be the day. Like now could be the time. So I just want us to stop thinking of tomorrow. I want us to stop thinking of 30 days, 60 days, 5-year plan, 10-year plan. Like, what are we doing now? Where are we today? And that's the critical point. That's the lesson that we're going to talk about today, right? So post-it challenge, you're probably around thinking social media, posting, all that stuff. One, I don't want to disappoint you. Posting, right, is the last phase of the production cycle, right? Here's the piece: document, create, post. So that's the production cycle. And what we need to be thinking about is, if you have already documented your journey, or have documented evidence of others, or have documented what you need to do, brought your crew, brought your people, trained other people how to use iPhones and get the content that you need, or if you've created that, curated it, tested it, layered on the filters, layered on, made the quality increase slightly, if you've done all this work, then you are at the place where you can post it, right? And you can post knowing that when you are putting that content out there, there's a high likelihood you're going to garnish that attention. That attention is going to garnish more attention through a click, and that click is going to garnish more intrigue through a funnel that you learned how to do through the One Funnel Away challenge. And after that, you're going to get a sale, right? And that's a process there. And that's kind of why most people are putting out content, right? Not just to make impact, but there is a financial flow that is absolutely critical for us to continue to grow, scale our impact. So don't have that false belief that money is evil. It's who is the person that has that tool. And if you have not found yourself in a place where you don't trust yourself with that tool, then good. Don't hold on to money, but learn how to become the person responsible enough to attain that money, use it wisely, and contribute in an effective manner. But what I'm wanting to say here is that we have an opportunity depending on where we are in that stage. If you haven't documented, if you haven't created, don't start posting. Okay? Because it's going to be fake. But we can start today. And the beauty, I can almost guarantee you, if you have an iPhone, a Droid, any of these devices, like, you have something there. You have something there. So how do we make that better? That's the creation process, right? So we have something. I can almost guarantee you have something documented. You have a birthday picture from your 5th, 6th, 7th grade, something like that? Documented. Tell the story. Right? Don't know anything about an epiphany bridge, don't know anything about the character's journey, don't know anything about the hero's journey, then again, you have to be learning from people like Russell Brunson, the One Funnel Away Challenge, people that scaled software companies hundreds of millions of dollars, bootstrapped. That means without taking out venture capital or diluting himself too much. So it's about a process and who you learn things from. If you can learn and align yourself with the right mentors, then it's going to make it easy for you to commit. So I asked you guys to come into this challenge thinking about who are the accountability partners you want to move forward with. I'm going to give you some ideas on how you can hold each other accountable. I'm going to give you some ideas on some processes we've used to virtually guarantee success on not just 20 days, not just 50 days, 100 days. Like, what's the last thing that you knew you needed to do, something you didn't want to fucking do, something you knew you needed to do, and you did it for 100 days, no fucking question? Like, when's the last time you've proven that to yourself? Like, if you're so many people, I was there, like, sick and tired of bullshitting my fucking self. But now I'm like putting in the work, and I'm running around with like a fucking iPhone, running around with Ed Milet, dude. Billie Jean getting in the VIP room. People have to pay $35,000 just to get into this fucking room. And I am like in there working with our team, spinning around content, Jason Phillips, inviting us on stage. Like, what is going on, man? This guy gave out $50,000 on stage, and we're just having fun. Dude, Steve, man, Steve the VP, like, having the presence and the people that, not just the 2 Comma Club, have consistently helped companies go in, go out, create the management structure they need, create the teams they need, and fucking treat this shit like a science. And that's what I want to help you do. Treat this like a science. I'm going to talk about algorithmic editing. I showed it and displayed it yesterday from CapCut, right? Algorithmic editing. How can you document, right? And let the fucking machine learning and AI shred it some content for you so it can bridge the gap until you kind of get the eye, and it's going to make all your content just dramatically get better as technology gets better. Wouldn't you want to get better as technology gets better? Or do you want to keep developing at the fucking snail's pace of the human race? Tell me that. Do you want to develop at the rate of a fucking processor or a robot, or do you want to develop at the rate of the human race? We have iPhones that are more sophisticated than the technology that brought us to the fucking moon. We have an opportunity every single day to leverage them. And like I said earlier, if you wanted to change, now's the perfect time. Man, I just heard a little JR in myself. I don't know if he said that, but like he probably has. But Jim Rohn, go check him out. 4-hour presentation on YouTube. Type this shit in. I'll put it in the members area. Live your best life ever. You know, I throughout the challenge, I typically say if I can leave you with just getting an accountability partner with this, like if you can find get an accountability partner in the Consistent Entrepreneurs Accountability Group, like if I could just help you do that, this could change your life. But like, dude, if I could just get you to watch that 4-hour video, that would fucking change your life too. So again, it's day 3. Let's go. What up? We're talking about presence. We're talking about online. We're talking about posting, right? So if you're here today to just talk about social media, it's probably not the best place because there's YouTube another place. But if you want to learn how to have courage to consistently show up for your audience and leverage the tools like social media, like the platforms, the different things like email and funnels and all these web design, like all the fucking media and content and godlike things at your fucking fingertips, dude. Your fingertips, any moment, dude. Series, you're going to be your best guest on your podcast someday. I'm telling you. Okay, Google. What's the answer to the fucking meaning of life?
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
It's the ultimate question. Hey, if you ask, what was it? Okay, Google, what's the meaning of life?
According to the late 20th century philosophers, Bill and Ted, life's purpose is to be excellent to each other.
Life's
Party on. But that's just two dudes' opinions.
Life's purpose is to be excellent to each other and party on. And then she added, but that's just two dudes' opinions. So we just have so much opportunity to, you know, when we document appropriately, right? And use these tools like algorithmic editing. Type into your Photos app right now, like tree, right? Some trees will pop up. Type into your Photos app flowers. Flowers will pop up. When it identifies who your dad and mom is and your sister and your brother and your loved one, you know, mine already does that, right? So what happens when we're in a world where we can say, make me a video with Olivia and Kate and we're in Hawaii, and also make sure that there's some beach sound in the background and make sure there's some birds chirping and make sure, and you can just talk it into existence. Aren't you going to wish you had the knowledge and you knew the words? You knew what to say? Aren't you going to wish you knew what to say? Because so many people could use Google to find out anything, and they don't even know the search queries and how. There's a syntax for Google, if you didn't know. If you studied the syntax, you could access the collective consciousness of all search queries in the fucking world, pretty much. Like, it's just a limitation we put on ourselves, and we can always learn it. It's just, do we put in the time over a long enough period of time to keep it in our brain consistently? It's like, why do people deteriorate when they stop trying to grow? It's like people that retire and stop doing anything versus someone that retires and continually tries to learn. Like, it's a different person. It's a different result. And that's just science. Like, you see the mind degrading if you aren't putting in work. Like, you should see my dad, man. He puts fucking words with friends. He knows more words than any motherfucker I know. My dad knows more words than anyone I know. Like, no question. So it's just, and what, at 76, 77 years old. Are you putting in the work? So what we're going to be talking about is committing, right, publicly. What we're going to be talking about is using accountability partners and posting consistently, right? If you aren't documenting your process, it's going to be a lot harder because you're going to be having to live towards a facade. It might sound sweet. It might look cool. It might get you millions of followers. That's literally $50 on a certain website. It can get you 100,000 fucking followers. Whoop-de-doo. It's about what happens when you meet the people that believed in you. What fucking happens when you've been puffing people full of hope and you can't deliver? I mean, that's just not the people we surround ourselves with. Like, that's why we have an accountability mastermind. That's why we surround ourselves. We test, we grade, we find and verify the people that are going to be in our life, that are going to get the opportunities, that are going to be partners in our organizations, that are getting to enjoy the business that comes from just being around amazing people, growing and scaling businesses. A referral, my trust means referrals. For some people, my trust means jobs. So that's what we're here to talk about, right? How can you align with who you are and what you're trying to represent online? So I'm going to keep it really simple here today. I want us to do an audit. I want us to identify, one, our social audit, right? You came here today, so Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, wherever you are posting, right? I want to see how many connections do you really have. Include your Facebook personal profile. I want to know how many fucking friends you have on there, any business pages, how many followers, Instagram. What is your total reach? I was in a room for the bonus session. I'm not talking about I was in the room at an event in a conference and the mass was 30 million net followers. I'm saying after the speakers got out fucking done and were done being sheltered in the back, there was two of them that got into a private room. I got to record the behind the scenes with the VPs, people that paid 35 grand to be in that room, and just them alone, the net following 30 grand. And you know what? We delivered content to them, so they got that reach. And that's the type of opportunity that we have when we learn these skills as a shredder. So what we're going to learn to do is I want to figure out how many total followers do you have across all of your platforms. This is going to include your email list. So what is your total follower count? Next section is what is your revenue goal for your business? What is your total follower count? And then what is your revenue goal for your business? What I'm going to help you do tomorrow is correlate the two and help us identify revenue growth per follower growth. But what the key here is you're going to start to understand very quickly as I prove it to you that it's not about the 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, million followers. But the 1, 3, 5, 10 that control the narrative, that control those followers, and that truly control the revenue streams for these businesses to thrive. I know someone that is the most successful infomercial salesman in the world, $130 million from one fucking infomercial. We're talking about recording something for an afternoon, generating $130 million fucking dollars from it. You know how many followers he has? Last he was a Hope.dev attendee or a Hope.dev speaker. When I checked, 356. 356. This ain't about clout. It's about backing up what the fuck you put out. So check out my Instagram, Cade Collins. That's me. This is going to be fun. My name's Cade. I posted over 10,000 times. I'm a content strategist, but I help control the narrative. Like, my goal is to help you stay consistent long enough to truly transform and identify all the tools that you can unlock inside yourself. If I can use documenting and posting and using social media as a strategy to connect with your customers, cultivate a relationship, align with better coaches and better people, then that's what we're here to do. Like, I'd happily do that all day, forever. So that's what we're here to do. I'm going to continue to fulfill for my customers. I'm going to continue to fulfill for my clients, and y'all get the juice. So this is the NSFW. This is behind postachallenge.com/access. Boom. So go down on Friday. You got access to the clean version. Done. Keep cycling through. I'm going to keep it pumping. I'm going to help you. So find your total follower count. Now we're going to identify what? Yes. Dude, you guys are lighting up in there. The emojis. So fire emoji, okay emoji. That's going to be the symbols we're using a ton, okay? Fire emoji and okay emoji. There you go. Fire. Here, I'm going to throw one in there too for you. Here's the okay. Got that yellow hand right there. Got the fire okay emojis. My name's Cade. I'm excited to do this with y'all. Let's increase the credibility. We're going to be talking about 15 proven posts to increase your credibility and authority. How can we get you with influencer position content? How can we get you positioned with influencers? We need to identify your total follower count, right? We need to identify what is the proposition you bring to the table when you're reaching out to these people. How are you going to get to position in front of them? Because what I need to find with your total follower count here, I'm going to spoil the surprise, is if you don't have a fucking reach, why are we posting? We're going to post to document your journey and show your hustle. Good. All right, cool. But we need your content getting out somewhere else. We need your content getting out somewhere else, driving traffic to your offers. Again, if you don't know what the fuck an offer is, don't know how to structure an offer, you click the button, One Funnel Away Challenge, join that. There's going to be an opportunity throughout this week for me to help personally coach you through that process too. So just let me know, One Funnel Away Challenge. Click on the button below. You guys are awesome. Total follower count. One Funnel Away Challenge if you don't have an offer, and we are going to identify and link up with an accountability partner. Keep bringing them, all right? I want to see you guys with your accountability partners in the Consistent Entrepreneurs Accountability Group. If you don't have an accountability partner, post a selfie in there. Post a selfie with your I am hope sign from yesterday, right? Say, hey, I need an accountability partner. Anyone else here to help me? Just a little step of courage just to post it out there and make it happen. So my name's Cade. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I am looking forward to seeing what you guys are doing tomorrow. Let's check out that total follower count, and we're going to see what some of your Dream 100 is. These are all concepts we'll be talking about. If you don't know if you're in the right spot, you need to identify, do you want – oh, man. I know what I want to say. I'll tell you tomorrow. Just people listen. I'll tell you tomorrow. All right, this is Cade. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see you soon. Peace. So much fun. Like, so much fucking fun. I could do that all day. So we're going to be doing this version, right, of the clean version and then the NSFW version. So it's kind of like I'm part of an amazing, like, kind of like coaching group and a mastermind. And just like I know there's like kind of various like sunroom sessions, I would want them to see the clean version, right? Like 2CCX, like there's a mix of people I would want the clean version and the explicit or the NSFW, but the key is making sure the right people get that message, and doing whatever I can, whatever the fuck I can to get it there. So people need to be documenting, people need to be posting, people need to be documenting, people need to be posting. The next phase, people need to be collaborating. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. This is going to be fun. Wow. There's so much fucking opportunity out there. I'm blowing my own fucking